Welcome to our 2024 Gaming Retrospective, where we look at some of the standout titles that have released this year, as well as titles that are due to be released in 2025.
Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erd Tree.
From Software continued its legacy of dark fantasy mastery with Shadow of the Erd Tree, a highly anticipated expansion to the critically acclaimed Elden Ring. Players explored uncharted regions of the lands between, uncovered secrets of the Erd Tree's shadowy history, and faced some of the most challenging bosses in the series. This DLC deepened the lore and expanded the gameplay of an already iconic experience. Black Myth Wukong. Inspired by the classic Chinese tale Journey to the West, Black Myth Wukong brought players into a visually stunning world of mythological creatures, martial arts combat, and transformative abilities. Developed by Game Science Studios, this action RPG had captured global attention for its breathtaking visuals and intense, Souls-like gameplay. With a focus on fluid combat and rich storytelling, this was one of the standout titles of 2024. Dragon's Dogma 2. Capcom's Dragon's Dogma 2 finally emerged as a sequel to the beloved cult classic. Expanded on the original's dynamic combat system and pawn mechanics, and it introduced a new world filled with tower monsters, deep magic systems, and expansive exploration opportunities. Fans look forward to the next-gen experience that refines and enhances the elements that made the first game so memorable. These games not only offer engaging gameplay and stunning visuals, but also immersed players in richly crafted worlds filled with mythological and fantastical elements. Whether you're battling ancient gods, navigating vampire politics, or exploring dark dungeons, 2024 has provided a treasure trove of epic adventures for fans of the genre. Palworld. Pocket Pair's Palworld blended the charms of creature collecting with the chaos of survival gameplay. Imagine a world where cute Pokemon-like creatures known as pals help you build, fight, farm, and even defend your base. However, the game isn't all sunshine. Palworld's darker themes, including hunting and industrial exploitation of these creatures, set it apart from traditional monster collecting games. Its combination of creativity, automation, and moral dilemma makes it one of this year's most talked about titles. Enshrouded. Keen Games presents Enshrouded, a survival crafting game set in a mysterious fog-shrouded world. Players awakened in a ruined land tasked with reclaiming its beauty while battling shadow creatures and exploring ancient dungeons. With robust building mechanics, intense combat, and an evolving world filled with secrets, Enshrouded offered a deep, immersive experience for fans of survival and open-world games. Once Human. NetEase Games redefines the post-apocalypse genre with Once Human, a survival shooter set in a world overrun by supernatural horrors. Players must gather resources, craft gear, and fend off eldritch monstrosities while navigating stunningly atmospheric landscape. The game's emphasis on cooperative play, along with its blend of cosmic horror and survival elements, created a gripping and fresh experience for fans of the genre. These three games redefine the survival and crafting genres by blending them with unique elements. Palworld with its creature collecting and moral dilemmas, Enshrouded with its hauntingly beautiful world and deep customization, and Once Human with its mix of horror and strategic gameplay. Together, they demonstrated the incredible variety and innovation seen in gaming this year. Astrobot Cosmic Quest. Sony's beloved platforming mascot returned in Astrobot Cosmic Quest, a dazzling adventure designed to showcase the full potential of the PlayStation 5 and PSVR 2. Combining clever platforming mechanics with breathtaking visuals, the game took players on an intergalactic journey filled with inventive challenges, charming characters, and immersive VR experiences. Astrobot continued to raise the bar for 3D platformers. Balatro. Indie developers at Raconteur Games delivered a refreshing and quirky take on deck-building roguelites with Balatro. Packed with humour, unique mechanics, and an ever-changing deck system, the game invited players to embrace chaos as they strategized their way through hilariously absurd scenarios. With its distinct art style and innovative gameplay, Balatro stood out as a must-play for fans of the genre. Hades 2. Supergiant Games struck again with Hades 2, the highly anticipated sequel to the award-winning roguelike. With expanded combat systems, new gods to meet, and a rich narrative steeped in Greek mythology, Hades 2 delivered everything fans loved about the first game, and more. From charming platformers to innovative roguelikes, these games captured the spirit of creativity in 2024 gaming. Astrobot showcased the heights of VR and platforming, Balatro brings a comedic twist to the deck-building roguelikes, Hades 2 continues to redefine mythological storytelling and gameplay depth. Together, they highlight the range of experience available to gamers this past year. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. The saga continues with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the highly anticipated sequel to Final Fantasy VII Remake. This installment expands on the reimaginal world of Midgar, introduces new characters and more breathtaking visuals, adds an intricate storyline that redefines the events of the original Final Fantasy VII. With an open-world approach and action-packed combat, Final Fantasy VII elevated the iconic RPG experience to new heights in 2024. Dragon Age The Veilguard took the Dragon Age franchise in a bold new direction. Set after the events of Dragon Age Inquisition, this new entry plunged players into a world on the brink of chaos, where the veil, the barrier between the mortal world and the Fade, begins to break down. With a deep narrative, new companions, and an ever-evolving magic system, The Veilguard offers a fresh and intensive chapter in the epic Dragon Age saga, and it delivered the same rich storytelling and immersive world-building that fans have come to expect. V Rising. Stunlock Studios returns with V Rising that has captured the hearts of its players. This game expands the open-world vampire experience, offering new biomes, improved mechanics, and an even deeper focus on strategic combat and base building. Players are crafting their vampire lair, battling rivals, and hunting for power in a gothic world filled with peril. The 2024 edition introduces new abilities, more complex PvP elements, and a host of new creatures to dominate. Whether playing solo or with friends, V Rising pushes the boundary of the survival genre, adding layers of intrigue and strategy to the already gripping experience. These titles not only carry the weight of their legendary franchises, but also introduce exciting innovations for players. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth redefines the legacy of one of the most iconic RPGs of all time. Dragon Age The Veilguard builds upon BioWare's tradition of rich storytelling with a fresh dark twist, and V Rising redefines the vampire survival genre with deeper mechanics and a more immersive world. Together, these games represent the pinnacle of storytelling, innovation, and gameplay in 2024. Helldivers 2. The long-awaited Helldivers 2 brought back the intense tactical action that made the original fan favourite. Set in a dystopian future where humanity must fight for survival against alien threats, this sequel introduces new features such as improved cooperative gameplay, enhanced combat mechanics, and dynamic procedurally generated missions. Helldivers 2 raised the stakes for both solo and multiplayer experiences in 2024, with its mix of strategic planning and chaotic action. Space Marines 2. Space Marines 2 took players back into the boots of the legendary Warhammer 40k Space Marines. Developed by Saber Interactive, this third-person action game ramped up the combat intensity, pitting players against massive hordes of Tyranids in brutal, fast-paced battles. Featuring stunning visuals, improved combat systems, and expanded narrative, Space Marines 2 offered fans of the 40k universe an even more immersive experience. Space Marine 2 delivered one of the most action-packed campaigns of 2024. Both Helldivers 2 and Space Marines 2 brought intense combat and tactical gameplay to the forefront, while Helldivers 2 emphasized cooperative squad-based action against a backdrop of alien enemies. Space Marine 2 let players unleash their fury as part of the iconic Warhammer 40k universe, battling the vicious Tyranid hordes. Together, these games represent the pinnacle of sci-fi action, with both offering immersive worlds, intense combat, and the thrills of fighting for humanity's survival. Satisfactory. The beloved factory building simulator Satisfactory continues to evolve with its 2024 official 1.0 release. Bringing even more complex systems, new biomes, and additional automation mechanics, players are tasked with building massive factories on alien planets, crafting intricate production lines, and optimizing their resources in a beautiful open-world environment. Satisfactory offers hours of creative freedom, allowing players to push the boundary of automation in a world that continues to evolve. Sons of the Forest. Highly anticipated follow-up to The Forest, Sons of the Forest takes survival horror to terrifying new heights. With improved mechanics, a more detailed crafting system, and enhanced multiplayer experience, Sons of the Forest challenge players to fight, survive, and build in a relentless, unpredictable environment. Whether you're constructing fortified bases, hunting for resources, or battling nightmarish foes, Sons of the Forest promises to be an unforgettable experience for fans of survival and horror. Both Satisfactory and Sons of the Forest immerse players in worlds that combine creativity, survival, and exploration. Satisfactory continues to captivate with its deep factory building system and endless possibilities for optimization, while Sons of the Forest pushes the boundaries of survival horror with its stunning environments and terrifying encounters. Whether you're optimizing an industrial empire or fighting for survival on a dangerous island, 2024 offered an exciting mix of gameplay experience for fans of both strategy and horror. As we close out 2024, several iconic gaming franchises have once again proven their place at the top of the industry. These old faithfuls continue to deliver the experience that fans know and love while managing to evolve and stay relevant in a rapidly changing gaming landscape. FC 25. In 2024, EA Sports FIFA franchise made its grand exit with the rebranded EA Sports FC. Though the name changed, the essence of what made FIFA such a beloved series remained intact. While it was a bittersweet goodbye for some long-time FIFA fans, EA Sports FC has kept the franchise legacy alive, offering something both familiar and fresh for football fans worldwide. Call of Duty Black Ops 6. The Call of Duty series has remained a powerhouse in the first-person shooter genre, and Black Ops 6 in 2024 was no exception. Treyarch took the series back to its roots, delivering a gripping campaign that mixed historical realism with modern-day warfare. Meanwhile, the multiplayer experience was fine-tuned with new modes, a better progression system, and improved matchmaking. Zombies mode was a standout with new narrative arcs and expanded co-op mechanics. Black Ops 6 once again showed why Call of Duty continues to be the gold standard in first-person shooters. Delta Force. This year, with Battlefield taking a back seat, Delta Force stood in. Classic has brought back large-scale warfare, and it focuses on elite special operation units delivering more tactical, precise combat. Delta Force emerged as a fresh alternative to the familiar Battlefield experience. 2024 was a year where these classic franchises proved that staying true to your roots while evolving to meet new expectations is the key to continued success. FC Club offered a familiar yet refreshing football experience. Black Ops 6 continued the Call of Duty tradition of thrilling campaigns and multiplayer dominance, and Delta Force injected a much-needed breath of fresh air into the military shooter genre. These franchises, while deeply rooted in gaming history, demonstrated that they can still innovate, adapt, and offer new experiences without losing sight of what made them great in the first place. The gaming landscape of 2024 was defined by breakthroughs in cloud gaming, virtual reality, and portable gaming devices, reshaping how we play and access games. Xbox Cloud Gaming. Xbox Cloud Gaming took off in 2024, offering seamless access to a vast library of games across devices. With improved stream quality, better controls, and tighter integration with Xbox Game Pass, players now enjoy AAA games on smartphones, tablets, and low-spec devices without needing high-end hardware. As internet speeds improve, cloud gaming continues to grow, making gaming more accessible worldwide. Other streaming services, such as Nvidia's GeForce Now and Amazon Luna, have continued to improve with 4K streaming and expanded game libraries. Virtual reality. VR has advanced significantly in 2024, with consoles like Sony's PSVR 2 and PSVR systems offering better visuals, enhanced tracking, and deeper immersion. New VR titles provided richer, more interactive experiences, and the tech is expanding beyond gaming into social spaces and education. Wireless headsets have now improved interfaces, making VR more comfortable and accessible. Steam Deck and portable PCs. The Steam Deck continues to be a standout in portable gaming. 2024, Valve's updates made it even more powerful with improved battery life, performance, and screen. Players can enjoy a full PC gaming experience on the go, with cloud syncing ensuring smooth transitions between all devices. AI game design. AI-driven game design is also improving, offering smarter NPCs, more dynamic gameplay, ray tracing, and AI upscaling and pushing a visual fidelity to new heights, while accessibility features ensure a more inclusive gaming experience. In the coming years, advancements in cloud gaming, VR, and portable devices will continue to reshape the gaming world, offering more immersive and accessible experience for players worldwide. The future of gaming tech looks brighter than ever. While 2024 has brought some highly anticipated and successful titles, it's also seen a few games that fell short of expectations, either due to technical issues, underwhelming gameplay, or missed potential. Here's a look at some of the biggest duds of the year. Star Wars Outlaws. Star Wars Outlaws, the open world Star Wars game from Ubisoft, was heavily hyped but failed to live up to its promise. While the game was set in the beloved Star Wars universe, it struggled with repetitive gameplay, lackluster story elements, and technical issues that hampered the experience. Despite the initial excitement, players found the world uninspired and the character interactions flat, leaving fans longing for a more remarked and polished Star Wars adventure. Redfall. Redfall, developed by Arcane Austin, was a major disappointment in 2024. Despite high expectations and its unique premise, an open-world co-op vampire shooter, the game was played by poor AI, unrefined mechanics, and a lack of meaningful progression. The game's technical issues and underwhelming world design led to lukewarm reception, especially given Arcane's strong reputation for immersive, narrative-driven games. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Another game that had excited before its release was Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Fortunately, the final product was criticised for its lack of engaging mechanics, uninspired combat, and issues with its live service model. Despite its star-studded cast and unique premise, the game failed to deliver the fun and excitement expected from a high-profile DC title, leaving players feeling disconnected from its once promising premise. In many cases, these games suffered from high expectations and ambitious ideas but fell short due to poor execution, technical flaws, or lack of long-term appeal. Whether it missed opportunities, bad optimization, or uninspired design, these titles serve as a cautionary tale for developers on the importance of balancing hype with solid, well-crafted experiences. As we look ahead to 2025, the gaming industry is set to deliver some of its most exciting and ambitious titles yet. From highly anticipated sequels to fresh, innovative worlds, 2025 is shaping up to be a year filled with monumental releases across all genres. Here's a look at some of the standout games expected to define the gaming landscape in 2025. The Elder Scrolls VI. After years of waiting, The Elder Scrolls VI is finally ready to take players back into the epic fantasy world of Tamriel. Bethesda's highly anticipated RPG will continue the series' tradition of vast open-world exploration, rich lore, and deep character customization. The Elder Scrolls VI promises to raise the bar for open-world games with a detailed world that reacts to players' choices and immersive storytelling. Fans of Skyrim and the series' deep role-playing elements will undoubtedly be eager to return to the Elder Scrolls universe. GTA 6. The wait for GTA 6 is nearly over, and Rockstar Games is ready to redefine open-world gaming once again. Set in the sprawling Sunset City of Vice City and beyond, GTA 6 is expected to take the chaotic crime spree to new heights with a fresh narrative, dynamic environments, and an even more immersive world. Next-gen hardware pushing the limits of graphics and gameplay, GTA 6 will not only deliver a gripping story, but also feature an evolving living world that reacts to the player every move. It's poised to be one of the biggest releases of the decade, solidifying Rockstar's place at the top of the open-world genre. Sony exclusives. PlayStation fans are in for a treat with highly anticipated exclusives. Ghost of Yotei, the sequel to Ghost of Tsushima, set in a stunning open world inspired by the beauty and mystery of Hokkaido, Japan, offers a fresh narrative and immersive gameplay. The game promises to be a visually captivating journey with a focus on exploration and cultural storytelling. Meanwhile, Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake brings the iconic stealth action game back to new heights. Updated graphics, modernized gameplay mechanics, and a faithful recreation of one of the game's most beloved story. These PlayStation exclusives and more are expected to showcase the best of Sony has to offer in 2025. Hopefully, these will be brought to PC shortly after. Witcher 4. After the success of Witcher 3, CD Projekt Red is set to return with Witcher 4. While details are still scarce, the chapter promises to expand upon the world of Geralt of Rivia, delving into new characters, adventures, and the rich, monster-filled world that fans adore. The studio is known for its exceptional storytelling and open-world design. With the next Witcher title, fans can expect a return to form with deep role-playing elements, an expansive world, and a gripping narrative. Avowed. Obsidian Entertainment's upcoming Avowed is set to be a major contender in the RPG space. Set in the same world as Pillars of Eternity, the new title promises to deliver a story-driven experience, deep lore, rich character development, and intense first-person combat. The game will feature expansive open-world exploration, giving players the freedom to forge their own path through the magical land of Eora. If you're a fan of Obsidian's exceptional writing and immersive RPG mechanics, Avowed will be a must-play in 2025. Hollow Knight Silkstorm. One of the most highly anticipated indie titles, Hollow Knight Silkstorm is finally set to release in 2025. The sequel to Hollow Knight will introduce players to a new protagonist, Hornet, as she journeys through the beautiful design world, filled with challenging platform, intricate combat, and hidden secrets. Fans of the original game are eager to see how Silkstorm expands on the atmospheric Metroidvania formula with more abilities, new mechanics, and an even larger world to explore, shaping up to be one of the most standout indie titles of 2025. From returning legends and an innovative new experience, 2025 is shaping up to be a year of immense anticipation. These games represent the cutting edge of what the gaming industry has to offer. With continued advancements in hardware, players can expect even more stunning visuals, complex worlds, and unforgettable adventures. Whether you're a fan of RPGs, open-world actions, or indies, 2025 is set to deliver some of the most exciting gaming experience of this decade. Please let us know of any games that you enjoyed in 2024 that we missed, and also of any upcoming games in 2025 that you're looking forward to. We wish you a happy 2025, have fun gaming, and see you in the new year.